Whirlpool's Secret, a tale of the Corryvreckan monsters. Welcome, friends. Are you sitting comfortably? Let me take you to a place where the sea whispers secrets and the winds carry tales older than time itself. Tonight, we journey to the west coast of Scotland, to the wild and untamed waters of the Corryvreckan, a place where the sea churns with fury and legends rise from the depths. It is September, in the year 1980, and the air is crisp with the first hints of autumn. The sun hangs low in the sky, casting long shadows over the jagged cliffs and the restless waves below. The Corryvreckan Whirlpool, one of the largest and most dangerous whirlpools in the world, lies between the islands of Jura and Scarba. It is a place of awe and terror where the sea seems alive, as if something ancient and powerful stirs beneath its surface. Our story begins with a young woman named Isla MacLeod, a marine biologist from Glasgow, who had come to the islands to study the unique marine life of the area. Isla was no stranger to the sea. She had grown up on the coast, her childhood filled with tales of selkies, sea witches, and the dreaded Corryvreckan monsters. But she had always dismissed these stories as mere superstition, the fanciful imaginings of fishermen and islanders. That was until she found herself standing on the cliffs of Jura, staring down at the roiling waters of the Corryvreckan, feeling a strange pull in her chest, as if the sea itself was calling to her. Isla had come to the islands with her colleague, a rugged and skeptical oceanographer named Ewan Fraser. Ewan was a man of science, a firm believer in logic and reason, and he had little patience for the local legends. But even he could not deny the power of the Corryvreckan. The whirlpool was a force of nature, a deadly vortex that could swallow ships whole and spit them out as splinters. It was said that no one who ventured into its heart ever returned. Yet despite the warnings, Isla and Ewan were determined to study it up close. One crisp September morning, they set out in a small research boat, armed with cameras, sonar equipment, and a healthy dose of curiosity. The sea was calm at first, the surface shimmering like liquid silver under the pale autumn sun. But as they approached the Corryvreckan, the water began to churn, the waves growing larger and more violent. The air was filled with a low, rumbling sound, like the growl of some great beast. Isla felt a shiver run down her spine, but she pushed the feeling aside. She was here to do a job, and she would not let fear get the better of her. As they neared the edge of the whirlpool, Ewan cut the engine, and they drifted closer, the boat rocking precariously on the waves. Isla leaned over the side, peering into the depths. The water was dark and murky, but she thought she saw something moving below, a shadowy shape that seemed to twist and writhe like a living thing. She blinked, and it was gone. She told herself it was just her imagination, but the uneasy feeling in her chest remained. Suddenly the boat lurched violently, and Isla was thrown to the deck. Ewan shouted something, but his words were drowned out by a deafening roar. The whirlpool had come alive, the water spinning faster and faster, pulling them in. Isla scrambled to her feet, clutching the railing as the boat was dragged toward the center of the vortex. She looked down and saw the shadowy shape again, larger this time, and unmistakably alive. It was a creature, a massive serpentine beast with scales that glimmered like polished stone and eyes that glowed with an eerie, otherworldly light. The creature rose from the depths, its long, sinuous body coiling around the boat. Isla and Ewan could only stare in stunned silence as the monster loomed over them, its head crowned with jagged spines and its mouth filled with rows of razor-sharp teeth. It let out a bone-chilling roar, and the air seemed to vibrate with its power. Isla felt a strange sense of recognition, as if she had seen this creature before, in her dreams or in the stories her grandmother used to tell. The monster did not attack, but neither did it retreat. It seemed to be studying them, its glowing eyes filled with an intelligence that was both alien and familiar. Isla felt a sudden surge of courage and stepped forward, her voice trembling but steady. "We mean you no harm," she said. "We are here to learn, to understand." The creature tilted its head as if considering her words. Then, to their astonishment, it spoke. Its voice was deep and resonant, like the rumble of the earth itself. "You are brave to come here, little ones," it said. "Few dare to face the Corryvreckan and live to tell the tale, But be warned, this is no place for mortals. The sea is my domain, and I do not take kindly to intruders. Isla and Ewan listened in awe as the creature told them its story. It was one of the ancient guardians of the sea, a being older than time itself, tasked with protecting the balance of the ocean. The Corryvreckan was its home, a sacred place where the veil between worlds was thin and the power of the sea was at its strongest. The creature had seen countless ships and sailors come and go, some seeking fortune, others seeking glory, but all meeting the same fate. It had grown weary of humanity's greed and recklessness, and it had little patience for those who dared to disturb its sanctuary. But there was something different about Isla. The creature could sense her respect for the sea, her genuine desire to understand and protect it. It saw a kindred spirit in her, and it decided to spare her and her companion. "Go now," it said, "and remember what you have seen here. Tell your kind to tread lightly, for the sea is not to be trifled with." With that, the creature sank back into the depths, and the whirlpool began to calm. Isla and Ewan managed to restart the engine and steer the boat to safety, their hearts pounding with a mixture of fear and wonder. They returned to the mainland, forever changed by their encounter. Isla dedicated her life to studying and protecting the ocean, her work inspired by the ancient guardian of the Corryvreckan. And though she never saw the creature again, she often felt its presence, a reminder of the power and mystery of the sea. So, my friends, the next time you find yourself by the water's edge, remember the tale of the Corryvreckan and its guardian. Treat the sea with respect, for it is a world of wonders and dangers, a place where legends are born and the line between myth and reality is as thin as a whisper.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more.